Welcome to another video on my walking robot Mirft2, made from fischertechnik and based on the TXT controller. TXT controller runs embedded Linux, programmed in my case in Python via online mode, and it is equipped with 6 legs, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Powered by 4 motors, 2 for one side, 2 for the other. Also USB camera and 2 touch sensors. Currently on a scaffold, but it is supposed to walk nicely sometime. Camera is meant to observe some objects, grab the images, and then in the case of my program single out color red. If you have watched my previous videos on this, you see that the success rate is varying, but currently I want to run it using the default operating system, because currently the camera is not accessible for some reason using the community firmware. Right now, battery pack is selected. Oops. And I am powering it up, and then it should be possible to go on where I left last time with accessing and selecting a network, either access point or setting a default address. Problem is then that with access point it has a 192.168 address. In the other case it has a 10.0 address. And the TXT Camdroid app, or the TXT Cam app, on both iPad and my Android tablet are only working with the 192.168 address. So that is a choice that I have to make. Anyway, let's see whatever happens. Alright, so on my tablet, now on my desktop, you can see everything that I record. So RoboPro, which is set to this, my network setting, and with the terminals you can see the difference between fischertechnik Community, FTC and RoboPro. Now the question is, can I log in with either of them? To be sure, I have to look here at the settings, network, and setup, and it is again set at a network address that I cannot access anyway. This is kind of strange. It doesn't matter if I use access point or wireless client. The point is, it has a network address that won't work. Now I can use it. Question is, do I have to reboot the controller in order to use it? And in this case, with this address 192.168.82, I might be able to use the tablets. But let's first check if I can do something. Yes, right here. So let's take the Android tablet. And it clearly says connected. Yeah, right, it's in Dutch, verbonden, but that means connected. So I select the Camdroid. And then I have to start. And you have a nice image. So this is how it works now. But will it do the same when I go to the client? Because now it's on the other end of it. So let's see, when I want to access it, can I do that using the client? I acknowledge wireless client setup, restart wireless LAN, and that's taking some time, so let's wait and see if this works. Alright, as you can see here, I had no root to host, so I rebooted the client. Now let's see all the settings. Network again, setup, modem. Okay. Oh, it has again the DHCP. That won't work. So this is not going to work out. I have once again to bring in my own details, and of course it has forgotten it because it has no battery. So whenever I shut it down, it loses every setup. Or does it? That's the big question. Anyway, I want to do it static. Then I have to give it all in again, which takes time. So let's just see if this is going to work out. Alright, so now I've put all data of the wireless LAN client type inside. Does that mean that I can now access? Or do I have to reboot? I can't access it. That much is clear. And there goes my power of the battery. So now I have to be fairly quick and put the power adapter in, if I'm not too late already. Alright, that's a power adapter, and I'm afraid I lost my settings, but that will show soon enough. If I select everything and it's gone, then I know this will be a real challenge without applying a new battery. Right. go, DHCP, it has forgotten everything. So even a little bit of power off makes it all go void. So I will have to apply a BIOS battery to be able to test something else than the default setting. For some reason it remembers that I've set it to client instead of access point, but then again this is all blank, so there's no use testing it, absolutely no use. I can just as well put it back to access point, restart client. At least it retains the 192.168 address, and that's all. So that's a bit of bummer. Not nice. What's next? Apart from this. Can I test this? Most likely. Default. Oh wait, it is still busy connecting here. So that is not going to work out. I probably have to reboot it again. Alright. And after after resetting it, I have to the other network setting, I have to reboot the client of the controller anyway. And then it selects the TXT, and then I can test the interface, and that will no doubt work. That works nicely. That worked nicely. And I probably can do this as well. Yeah. And this as well. That should be working. But currently it says nothing. Alright, so be it. Anyway, that's a bit of a disappointment then. And what does this say? Yeah, firmware version is clearly higher than 4.4. And this says I should be able to use Robo Pro to log in. So it now clearly has that. So let me just see and try. Can I do that? Or can't I? So far it says clearly it can't, because otherwise it should have done it already. Too bad. And with this result, having a nice image on the tablet, battery depleted somehow. So running on the battery pack, on the AC adapter, right there. Struggling with the networks and finding that although I don't like it, because it gets depleted soon enough again, I have to replace the battery, otherwise I cannot possibly execute my tests with the static IP address. So that's a bit of a not so nice idea. Anyway, that's all for next time, including resizing the Blender model and whatever comes next, including of course copying the Python code to the default firmware, if it works out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, please. Very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. And please show your support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired, or become a patron and may have your name mentioned on my website and with my videos. Also, take a look under this video for more information, amongst other my website URL of it, which is a link to my website, and you can also see it in the next short segment. Oops. This is going to be continued, obviously. Have a nice day and bye bye.